guess this is episode 8. Hold on. That's making my headset lag, so I'm going to turn the mirrors off. And I think I could just set up one of my own, right? Yeah, I can. Well, I guess we can go without a mirror for now. Hello. Welcome to episode 8 of my silly little journaling series, where I just sit around and talk to people. And by people, I mean myself. But since this is a video, I'm talking to you, the viewer. You know, the person who clicked on this. "2025 has already been a bit wild today. Well, not today, in general, this has just been pretty wild. Well, let's see, for one, I've got a knee surgery done, or at least part of it done. Trying to do something new for once, and I don't know. I'll set up a mirror just to make things a bit easier. Okay, good enough. Welcome to episode 8 of this journaling series, where I just sit here and I talk to you. And just get things off my mind. Of course, excuse the accent. I've been trapped in it for a bit. It may sound hard to believe, but did you know ADHD can also affect your accent? Or it's also just part of the brain. Sometimes you're used to hearing people with accents and you end up developing it too. For me though, it's just I talk in an accent and I'm bound to be stuck in it for a bit. When is it going to stop? I don't know. I wanted to stop earlier. There are a few times I've been trying to stop the accent and it just slips right back. You know, so I know you can't see it in each recording, but this is running pretty smooth on my headset. Usually, whenever I'm recording whenever I'm recording a world on VR chat, typically for these things or episodes, I tend to lag a lot. You can't see it in the recording, but for me, it's like very choppy and laggy. For once, it's actually not that bad. Well, as long as I don't turn on a mirror over there. Okay. Well, enough rambling about that stuff. Let's get to some important things. 2025 is the year that I want to turn my life around. I want to exercise, to lose weight. I want to get fit. I want to be able to appreciate who I am more. And maybe losing weight could help that image. So of course it's turning my life around isn't just losing weight and getting muscle. I also just want to change who I am, in a way. Not like a complete shift where next thing you know I'm a completely different person. I mean change as a person for the better. Like, improve. Maybe make things more tolerable, maybe stop repeating the same cycles that are throwing my life down. last night I had a bit of a breakdown. I was it was bad. It was really bad, and it's actually part of the topic because today, because of that, I think I'm tired of hiding from my problems and running away and just letting it get worse. I want to be able to confront these problems, the things that are setting me back from being a greater person. The issue is I don't really know how to do that. I don't really have anywhere to start or any thoughts about it. I know I want to help myself because right now it's never been good. Of course, I need if I need if I want to change myself for the better, I definitely need help from others, which might sound surprising because you're changing yourself, you're helping yourself, you're fixing yourself. Why would you need help from others? I would only require help from others because I don't have anywhere to start. I don't know what to do, so maybe getting, not like a course, someone holding my hand through it, but more of being able to help in ways, just here and there, help a bit, help me discover what to do and what I can change, and maybe just give some advice. I rely on people way too much, and it's always troubling. It hurts to think about what I'd be like if I didn't have a bunch of people in my life. A bunch of friends, family, just great people. It's really hard to just think about what that's like. But I think, for one, maybe a good start. Look, I'm clueless. But I think a good start for turning my life around, even just a little. We can start off small, then work on the bigger things. I think I might try to be more independent. Instead of relying on others to make me feel like me, I could try to learn to do things alone, do things myself, and be able to tolerate being alone. Of course, friends won't be there forever. Whether it's because maybe they left or something that happened, they passed away, or maybe they just stayed till the end, which, those types of people, I congratulate you. I salute to you. You are the type of friend anyone and everyone wants. Someone that can be there for them until the end of time. Just being able to care for people. It's a brilliant thing. I'd also want to be able to help people more effectively. Back then, around the age of 14, I was pretty well at helping in situations such as mental breakdowns and, well, I'm pretty sure I can say it on the series, even though it's on YouTube, but it's related, so I'll repeat the sentence. At the age of 14, I was pretty good at helping people through tough times. Even a few times saving people from self-harm and suicide. Now, I kind of lost that potential. I kind of lost the ability to help to that extent. Now the closest I can do to being able to help someone is just staying by their side and comforting them. I'm just not really good at it anymore. It could be from maybe the lack of having to do so as often. Maybe it's having to just... Maybe it's my emotions getting worse, so I kind of lose the ability to help others because I need to help myself. I don't know. Times have changed. There's a lot of stuff going on. Even the start of this year is chaotic. There's a lot happening already. Kind of sucks that we're immediately getting thrown into some chaos. The fires, the just stuff in the world. I apologize for stuttering more and not being able to focus, stuff like that. I don't really know what else to do with the series. Of course, I'll keep it going for as long as I can. Maybe until I find a resolve or improve. Maybe I could actually, even after I get better, whenever that happens, if I become a better person, maybe the series can also just be for more than talking about problems. It could just be another video to check in, see how my life's going. I'll be honest, I feel like if I were to grow big as a content creator, and then, you know, start monetizing things, this series, I don't think I want to monetize it at all. I don't want to earn any money from this series. Just it feels wrong to make money off of your own struggles. It feels wrong to be watching a video of someone trying to clear their head to make things a bit easier for them, just to get an advertisement. It just feels wrong. Sure, like, making money off of videos of, like, gaming, art, stuff like that, that's fine. But videos like these, where you're being all serious, talking about problems, or maybe trying to help others through problems such as these, it doesn't feel right to be able to just make banks off of it. It's not right. Well, I doubt I'll really grow to be that big, anyways. I'm probably not as interesting as the rest of the people in the world. Well, my sister's a Twitch streamer, and she is pretty popular for that. But Twitch streaming, just streaming on Twitch doesn't really appeal to me. I feel like it's better to record videos and upload them, rather than just having to be there in the moment or to know what happened. Because overall, I think videos can help go back and view old memories. Maybe old times of a YouTuber, or just someone popular. I know there's people out there, me included, of that, like to go back in time to watch our old videos because they were our childhood, or maybe they were our favorites. Maybe they changed, maybe they didn't. I personally think if I were to make a form of content creation, YouTube would probably be the best for me. I mean, I'm already off to a good start, have some, I have a little bit of recognition, I think, and what's a better way to start than, or truly start, than to be able to talk about your problems. Be able to come to an agreement with yourself, with others, and all that. I definitely know there are people out there, friends or not, who watch and care. To those who watch the series, I know I've said it a bunch of times before, it doesn't matter if you've watched just one episode, or maybe a bit of some episodes, or maybe just watch in general. It doesn't matter how long you watch these videos, or how much time you put into viewing them. I thank you. Thank you for at least seeing it, clicking on it, and just going through it. It means a lot to me that there's people out there who do care about this type of media. Good to know that there's people out there who still care. Self-improvement is going to take a lot of time to get used to. I might have to change a bunch of my schedule, change how I act, how I do things day to day. Just turn my life around. Just spin a circle. Let everything go by and let yourself improve. As a person who's afraid of change, it's a bit hard. Not to mention high procrastination. And hey, if you want a good example of how bad the procrastination is, I've had these issues since I was 13. They've only been getting worse and worse over time, because I never acted on it. I never did anything about it. I never tried to help myself. I never tried to figure out what's wrong. I just thought I was too young for it, and I'd get back to it when I was older. And now the older I get, the worse these feelings are. The more I hold myself back, the worse I let these things get. One day, it's gonna be all too much for me, and I might kick the bucket. Though I hope I never will. I'm already off to a good start on that. I'm good at holding myself back from those. Even with how sad and miserable I can be, I never want to act on self-harm or suicide. I've acted on self-harm before. Of course, it wasn't major. Just ended up with some big bruises on my arm. That was it. But taking my own life simply because I just can't handle it, or I think I can't handle it, feels more than wrong. I always see life as a thing where just see it through. No matter how bad it gets, choose to see it through. Live for as long as you can. And don't fall for the tricks in your mind telling you that you're worthless, and that you can't do anything, and that you'd be better off dead. None of us were born with a purpose. The purpose is... Our purpose in life is to just find out what it is. Like, what we think is our purpose. Whether it's working in an office, or growing popularity, or just being a helpful person. We all have our own goals, dreams, and things that we want to do. Our goals can be our purpose. Such as my goals to improve as a person, and just finally act on all the pain I've been going through. It's a good start. And though I don't want to jump to conclusions, I feel like my purpose I think fits me is being able to help people and be there for people when there's no one else around. I want to be able to help people through things, just be a good person, and just hope to God I get it back in return. Though sometimes it's completely unnecessary. You wouldn't have to pay me back for helping you. Just because I helped you out of a bad time doesn't mean you actually need to do anything in return. It's up to you. Just like how I've said before, it's up to you if you want to view these videos, engage in it, maybe subscribe. It's all your choice. I'm not gonna be like those stereotypical YouTubers or the typical ones where they just tell you to subscribe and just share, like, engage in the comments and stuff. I don't want to be like that. People have a choice to do things in life, and I think it's their choice on if they want to support someone. Well, it's getting a bit awkward, isn't it? Instead of me just talking more and more about things, just to clear my head, my head's just pretty empty already. I feel like I've said the same few things over and over. Like, I can turn my life around, I can make my life better, and all this stuff. It feels like I should repeat it in the same video well over 1,000 times. We all gotta start somewhere. I'm not gonna take my chance of giving up. I'm not gonna let go of the opportunity I have. I need to learn. I need to commit. Because if I don't help myself, who will? In most cases, helping yourself requires you to put effort into it. You can't just let someone else walk into your life and do it for you. Sometimes we're gonna be alone, whether it's in the future or maybe it's in the present. But at some point, you're gonna need to learn to do things yourself. Not just physically, like mowing the lawn, doing chores, stuff, just general life things. We also have to be independent about taking care of ourselves. And not only just treating others with kind and respect, being able to do the same with yourself. This feels a bit too underwhelming, but maybe it's just because I've been through so much, like, chaos in my life, usually with friends, that I forget that I'm even alive. Sometimes it just feels so energetic, it's so good, so makes you so happy, you forget that you're not dreaming. You forget that this is reality, and that you're living like this. There'll be good times, there'll be bad times, sometimes it's gonna be in between. But we all go through it. I feel like I shouldn't keep this video any longer. If I just can't keep thinking of things that we can talk about. That's important. If anything, if I feel like if I don't end it soon, this whole video is just gonna be an hour long of me just standing still and being all silent, and occasionally break the silence with a conversation or a few words. It doesn't need to be that way. I think it's just better to get the point across. Talk about some other things if you need to, but don't keep it long enough to where it feels like a drag. There's multiple episodes anyway. Let's see where life takes me. I'm gonna end this video here. I'm already starting to go non-verbal due to lack of knowing what to talk about, so without wasting any more of your time, which feels like you wouldn't be wasting your time if you chose to watch to this point. Without further ado, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you for watching another episode. Even with how long it is, I don't have a schedule, and I just don't think a series like this needs a schedule. It's not healthy to do that, especially videos like these. Anyway, before I get sidetracked again, thank you for watching, and I hope things are good for you. And even if they aren't good right now, I hope that they improve later on. I'll figure out what I can do. I think I can do it. I think I can fix this. Farewell. See you in the next episode, whenever that will be.